Yo, fantasy community. Welcome to Proper Things, the FPL show brought to you by the TT FPL Pro-League, episode 4. Woo! When we fresh off the Community Shield game today, and I have to, eat some humble pie this Sunday evening and say congratulations to the Gunners fans on winning the Mickey Mouse Cup, i.e. the Community Shield. It was a great game, I have to say. They tried their best. They had their A side out there versus, a mixture of all of our players, and they got the W. So, congrats to the Arsenal fans. And I have to say, I was very impressed with Timber. He looked really sharp, did his job, and he looks like a true baller. So, looking forward to see what he has to bring to the new season. And, Kai. Saw the Chelsea Kai today again. So, a little more finesse in front of the goal and could be our player this season. So. What we doing today? Well, we officially, 5 days away now from the start of the FPL season. And I know everyone's stoked, everyone excited. I have people hitting up my phone saying if I'm ready to defend the crown and all that. So we have some interesting things to bring to you all today in this episode. Just things that I've learned during the preseason and what could be looking forward to in week 1. So let's get into it. First things first, there seems to be a black cat crossing paths with all the striking options currently, as both Gabriel Jesus and Christopher Nkunku suffered injuries in this week's past preseason games. Both popular options in managers' teams are now probably going to miss the opening of the FPL season, with Gabriel Jesus estimated to miss the first 2 to 4 games, with Christopher Nkunku's injury and fitness currently undetermined. So managers now have been scrambling to the transfer portal. Me, myself, I've gone for the option of spending the funds in midfield and bringing in Mo Salah and opting for a cheaper option in João Pedro, who today showed his capabilities in front goal and also seems to be the new penalty taker for Brighton as he converted from the spot today. Alternatively, there seems to be no real conclusion to the Harry Kane saga, as Daniel Levy has ghosted Bayern Munich in their approach to sign the England and Tottenham Hotspur hitman. With the 100 plus bid still on the table, Daniel Levy seems to be taking his vacation very seriously and has not responded to the German giants. So, will he or won't he? That is the question fans are asking right now. Currently, he played in the last preseason game for Spurs and looked sharp, so he is on course to play game week 1. So definitely a transfer saga to watch. Alternatively, Højlund arrived yesterday in England and has signed his contract with Manchester United. Unfortunately, though, it may take a couple of weeks for us to see the Danish Dynamo get to work, as he apparently suffered an injury while touring with Atlanta. So more minutes up top for Marcus Rashford, or possibly an Anthony Martial sighting, which is very, very rare these days. Like when Ash Ketchum spotted the Ho-Ho in episode 1 of the Pokemon. So looking forward to see how that striking option develops down there for the Red Devils. I also learned this preseason that Nico Jackson seems to be a talent to watch for Chelsea at the number 9 position, as the youngster has proven to have that minus touch in front goal with some nice finishes and seems to be a real option heading into Chelsea's favorable schedule after week 1. So definitely want to watch game week 1. Again, I have opted to move my Gabriel Jesus funds to midfield and bring in Mo Salah, with João Pedro accompanying Erling Haaland up top. So we move. Secondly now, what is going on with Phil Foden? Community Shield today, we saw the lineup chosen by Pep Guardiola. A little worrying as a Phil Foden owner myself, seeing that he started on the bench with Kevin De Bruyne, with Kovacic and Rodri getting the start in a 4-2-3-1 setup, Alvarez playing the 10 and Jack Grealish and Bernardo Silva on the left and right, respectively, with Erling Haaland up top. Well, my thinking is that Kevin De Bruyne will come into the team for the first fixture versus Burnley on Friday night, but I am a little worried about Phil Foden's starting position come game week 1. So I may have to find an alternative option in midfield to replace my young English dynamo. This preseason, we also saw the arrivals of Pau Torres and Diaby into Mr. Good Evenings Aston Villa. Two exciting talents who are sure to be popular with fantasy managers going into game week 1 as well as during the early weeks of the new season. So two to definitely keep an eye on. And we are finally approaching the final chapter in the quest to see who is the starting number 9 down in the red side of Merseyside, and the tug of war between Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez is finally approaching its conclusion. And fantasy managers are eagerly awaiting to see who will be drafted to the red brand of Raw and will be getting all the fantasy points, and who will be drafted to the blue brand in SmackDown and be subbing with all their points on the bench as their option has been riding the pine, as they say. So that's a little callback to all the wrestling fans out there. Me, myself, being a Raw guy, not really a SmackDown fan. So shout out to the red brand. So while there are players who have joined the league adversely, we have to make the fantasy managers aware of the players that have left the league. In one, Riyad Mahrez, who will now be playing straight in Saudi Arabia. We want to thank Riyad Mahrez for all his service so far, and want to hope that he has a fruitful next chapter in Saudi Arabia. Also, Ndai will now be playing straight in League A, as well as Wolf Zaha will now be playing his football in Turkey. So for the fantasy managers who did their work early and made their teams early, definitely need to log in and do some tinkering, as my $4.5 million option in Sturridge has also left the league. So definitely need to find a replacement for him. Now I want to thank everyone for supporting the channel so far. We appreciate every like, comment, and subscription we've gotten so far. And again, we really appreciate the support. Now we officially 5 days away from the start of the new season, and I know Ezra's phone has been ringing constantly with people signing up for the TT FPL Pro-League. We want to thank everyone so far that have signed up for the league, and for those who have not so far, what you're waiting for? It's only $200 to sign up, and you have the ability to win $10,000. Yes, you heard it right, $10,000. I know the graphic coming up on the screen right now. All you need to do is call the number, and Ezra making it real easy for you. So just call on the number, and Ezra will guide you all on how to sign up for the league. Remember, it's just $200, and you have the ability to win $10,000 plus the challenge trophy. And don't worry, we have a segment that will run in from next week where you can track and see where you're in the league. If you're winning, if you're in the middle, take it, playing it safe, or if you're at the bottom. I know some fellas already done inside, throwing banter in the group chat, and some fellas, laying low, trying to duck the feed. We saw in the comments section last week, one of the new members there saying that Ezra's team was full of dead ballers. So we like to see the engagement from the audience. And Magnus, hope you fixed the team as well. I wasn't really feeling the team, so I remember that team from last week, and maybe Champo now has the final version ready to go. So we're really excited for the new season. So don't forget, it's only $200, $10,000 to the winner plus the challenge trophy. And Ezra making it real easy for you, so just call up the number and all will be inside for the new season. And finally now, everyone asking me about my predictions for the new season, who I think will get the Champions League spots, and who could possibly win the Golden Boot, the Golden Glove, and the highest scoring midfielder defender. So I have a quick little thing here for you. No football play yet, so the predictions could change after a ball kick in game week 1. But right now, in 4th position, I have the noisy red neighbours now, in the biggest team in England, in Manchester United. Remember that the transfer window is still open, so they could still do a more tinkering, but currently I have them finishing in 4th position. In 3rd, I have the team and the fan base that's speaking the most right now, especially after today's win in Arsenal. I really like the signings of Timber and Declan Rice, and I've seen in the media from Ornstein and Fabrizio and all these fellas that Raya is close to joining with personal terms agreed, but you still have to get the fee arranged with Brentford, so we'll see how that develops. But I still think they need a number 9 and Gabriel Jesus. We will see how that injury story develops as well during the season. So I have the Gunners in third position. In second, and I know some fellas will be laughing at this one, I have Liverpool finishing second. I think Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers in world football, and I like the additions of the new number 8 and 10. Still need a few more bodies to round out the squad, but I believe Liverpool will finish second, and well, the champions, the 4-time running 4 in a row, will be the City Boys, Sky Blue, it's Manchester City, capturing a 4th straight under Pep Guardiola, and well, a 6th in 7 years. So Manchester United and Manchester City with the champions this season. For the Golden Boot, I mean, once he stays healthy, it will be Erling Haaland to lose, especially with Harry Kane possibly leaving for the Bundesliga. The glove, going with Alisson this season. I think Liverpool will tighten up in the back, so Golden Glove to Alisson. Highest scoring defender. I don't think Trippier will repeat, so I am going with my boy John Stones. I think he has another gear to his game, and we will see that on full display this season. I think Trent will be a close second, but John Stones for the highest scoring defender. In midfield, it's a close one, but right now it has to be the King regaining, well, keeping his title, as Mo Salah, I believe, will still be the top scoring midfielder, and at that price point it will be music to his owners' ears, including me. And finally, the top scoring overall player, I think it will be Erling Haaland this season, so we will see how that develops. And now I'll leave another screenshot here of my team that I have so far after the little tinkering I did with Gabriel Jesus. So you all can see where my head at, with no Jesus. I relocated the funds, like I said, to Mo Salah, and I had João Pedro now up front. Could make a little more tinkering come Friday, but this is where my head is at, so I'll then go a little trade secrets here. Trying to help all the fellas now, because I know I'm one of the big fishes here in this league now. I'm not really a big fish. I'm a whale and a raindrop when it comes to this fantasy thing. You know me, I will talk my talk now. So that's how I'll banter into the episode. So again, we want to thank everyone for your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to sign up for the TT FPL Pro-League, as we're making it real easy for you. You have about 5 days remaining. And don't forget to do proper things in all walks of life. And we'll see you all next week for episode 5. Peace.